Hello. Hello. Hi, Kelly71. How you guys doing? It's been a long time since I've been on here. How you guys doing? I think that Mama Knows Best is going to come on. But anyway, if she does, if she doesn't, it's okay. I'm sorry. I'm doing good. Thank you. Hi, Poison. Mwah, mwah, mwah. Where's the gents? Where's my Marky Mark? How you doing, Poison? Wow, you guys, there's some really crazy ass people out here. It's unbelievable. I'm wondering, do I match their energy with the lies? That's not who I am. You just got home from work. Did you have a good day? Aw. Yeah, it's been kind of boring out here. I heard you guys talking last night at MKB's about I'm gonna call her Timmy because just because Big Red Timmy, Big Red, because that face and that blood pressure. Oh, I didn't say my life was boring, sweetheart. I just said I'm bored at the moment. I've been really busy, so it's nice to actually kick back and come on here, and I miss chatting with you guys. Hi, Tiffany. Um, but yeah, people are wow. Oh, so I heard you guys talking about on MKB's last night. Well, I was trying to come up there and couldn't get it to work. But anyway, hi Jill. Hi Kelly. You guys, I don't care what that Timmy, Big Red Timmy, and the red, like I was saying, is because the boiling blood in the face. So, and the Timmy is very soothing to me because, yeah, because you can take from that what you want. But anyway, I don't care what. Come on. I don't care what anyone says. I get exhausted from listening to the same thing over and over and over, the same stupid lies, the same people talking about the same thing. Even I don't like talking about like the high pocket sand, the MKB supposed scam. I don't like talking about that anymore. Like it's done. You can't convince people. Hi, with the croc. Hi, how are you, love? Um, we're not going to change anyone's mind. Mark. Hi, Mark. Aw. But yeah, we're not going to change anyone's mind. I think it's important to realize that whoever, you know, hangs out with you, they believe you, and that's all that matters. The lies don't matter. I don't know why people get so passionate about, what the hell? um, yeah, like we're not going to change anyone's mind. They can lie all they want. It doesn't matter. Like, my mom taught me a lot. Oh, you like my picture, huh? Yeah, sexy, sexy, huh? My big brown A. But anyway, my mom taught me that anybody can say anything. I'm sure you guys all know this. And anyone can sue anyone. Anybody can sue anyone. Anyone can say anything they want. It doesn't mean shit. I'm nude. Yeah, I'm a naked girl. But yeah, anybody can say whatever they want. Does it mean it's true? Nope. So, when I first came out here, I literally was trying to figure people out. Like, are they for real? Is this just like made up bullshit just to get views? Mark, you want me to turn on my camera? I'm just kidding. Yeah, so I mean there's just, God, it's just it's so weird how many people just literally just come up and just start spewing shit. You guys are too much. Oh my god, you guys are funny. But I try to tell MKB, like, who cares? Who cares? What is Timmy to us? Nothing. Just a big ball of red, furious ugliness. And when I say ugly, I mean in the inside. That person is so disgustingly miserable. Miserable that she just can't even see past her own self. And she has to bring or attempt to bring people down with her. She says, I'm irrelevant. Guess what? I don't try to be relevant on here. I just like to talk. I'm not trying to make a living. I'm not getting anything out of it. There's nothing for me to gain except for good people and having my feelings validated. That's it. So, Big Red Timmy, uh, like I can't even, it's too funny to see someone spiral out of control and to sit by their side and watch it and listen to it and not question it. It's just, you can't find MKB's channel. Oh, okay. Gotcha. Hi, Sassy. Um, I mean, it's like, do you feel bad for him or it's sad and miserable? Yes. She's so miserable that, I mean, come on. Like, literally, Timmy, I own you because everything I say, it boils your blood. And I love it. It's hysterical. It's funny as fuck. As if anything you say bothers me. Hi, Luann. She thinks that I care what she thinks. She's a nothing, a nobody, a low class, mouthy. Yeah, and it's funny, Tiffany. It's hysterical. It's really fucking funny. And she thinks she's going to get a rise out of me. Takes more than someone I don't fucking know on the internet. Hi, I'm KP. Hey, hey, hey. But I think it's funny. Like, how do you I own this person I don't know. Like, she sits there and like listens to me and makes up shit and she probably dreams about me and I'm gonna come steal your husband. And oh yeah, did you guys hear about that one? Like, I haven't listened to them, but I hear, people saying stuff. So but not them in particular. I saw a couple posts. Totally. Aw. Thank you, Poison. Yeah, I'm talking about Big Red Timmy. Big Red Timmy that thinks she's got all the answers and she's just gonna save the world, and as if it's not obvious that she hooks up with people because they don't get views. Why are you intimidated by me, Timmy? It's so funny. You're so predictable. Oh my God, and your husband? I'm gonna come get him. You guys watch. That'll be a threat. That's a threat. I'm threatening that I'm gonna come get your husband. What's wrong? How come we're praying for someone? What's wrong? Oh, feel better, Sassy. MKV, you want to come up? You don't have to. I swear I didn't mean to ditch you last night. But yeah, it's funny when you can get such a rise out of someone that doesn't give two fucks about you. I mean, that's a nasty woman. That's a very, very, very nasty woman. And watch, because I said I'm going to go pick up her husband. Okay. Hold on a minute. Because I said that, they're going to say I'm threatening them. You have to kidnap your husband. You can't rape the willing, right? You guys, she's too much. She's a joke. Okay, hold on. Let me let MQB up. Hi, Timmy. I know you're listening. You always do. Get a life. Okay. Hang on, girl. Yeah, MKB's gonna have to fill me in because I haven't been listening to a whole lot. All right. There you go, girl. So she's going to call for everyone to report me. Meanwhile, she's dropping somebody who just had a shit ton of channels taken down. She's sitting there dropping their link. I don't know whether to feel bad for her. Like, obviously, she has zero self control, awareness. She doesn't like herself. Hi, Dippity. Hang on, guys. There's my girl.
Hey
Hi.
girl, how are you doing?
Oh, I'm doing good. You want to fill me in on some stuff? Because I was trying to hear last night, but in between trying to listen to your live and trying to get me up there and all that bullshit, I was kind of in and out.
Well,
So,
the one thing that I heard lately is she said that you threatened them or something. That
what the
she's
fuck?
worried for her safety.
She's worried for her safety? You mean
Yeah,
you're worried about me taking your husband?
yeah.
Like,
You weren't coming
hello?
after her. You was coming after her man, not her. Why are you worried about her safety?
Are you serious? She
Well,
said she's
yeah,
worried about her safety. Oh,
yeah,
she's a fucking actress. Wow.
she's an actress, and she's gonna say that I said something about her and Dorothy, and I ain't said nothing about her and Dorothy.
Could you imagine just coming up here just talking a shit ton of shit so passionately, just not even caring, thinking, just fucking diarrhea out your mouth.
I know it.
But you guys, I'm here to tell you that person is so miserable. It's not even funny. It's almost sad. If she wasn't such a bitch, I would almost feel sorry for her, you know. No life, sits on here 24/7 and bashes people.
Nope.
I heard that your husband's got a wandering eye.
Mm.
I don't know for sure, but that's what a little birdie told me.
She likes to go pick up married men, or I don't know if he was married when she picked him up, but I know he was was living with a female or something.
Hi, sunshine. I don't know. I don't know, but she needs to. Hi, Betty. Betty, damn boop. Um. Yeah, I think it's hysterical that I get such a rise out of her. Like she's wasting so much energy on me. Doesn't she have bigger battles to fight other than little old me?
She's acts like you're nothing that nobody even cares about. You're not, but she sure does talk about you a lot.
Right? I know, like, what's her deal with me? Why is she so obsessed?
And you really get under her skin or something.
Right. For sure, for sure.
She's jealous. She ain't got the looks that you got, I guess.
Well, I'm not going to sit here and stroke my ego, but there's something she got with me ever since Voices got in her ear. If she only knew shit that Voices told me about her and Crafton. See, I'm not a shit stirrer. I'm not going to sit here and tell all the deeds, and I just don't. I'm not saying I never would, because maybe someone would push me to the point of where I had to prove something, and then I might. So I'm leaving that door open. But typically, me, the who I am, I don't generally just do that shit. I keep private things private, and I don't know. I just don't care enough. I just don't. But she's a nasty person.
And lies like no other.
Uh,
I've never. I mean, everything that comes out of her mouth, she
like
twists and turns
everything.
it and makes it into the biggest lie I've ever heard.
Do you remember when, hi OG Fish, do you remember when her and Crafton did the expose on Jamie, and they were talking about, oh, what was it? Was it Care Bears in the background, or they were associating, Tiffany might know. They were associating some sort of, no, it wasn't Care Bears, toys in the back, and I can't remember. Tiffany, do you know what I'm talking about? Mm, I know. I know. Yeah, I know. She's a mess.
She's
She's a
looking all girl
hot.
with a mustache.
She gives a new name to a hot mess. Like, for real. She's like beyond hot mess.
Hey, Dippity Doo. Hey, Kelly Cares. I missed you last night.
Hmm. I know, it's so cute to see her.
Tiffany.
It's so cute. I miss you guys when.
Bobblehead dolls. They look like some bobblehead dolls.
Oh yeah, the Island of Misfit Toys. Does anyone remember? God, I for some reason, no, it wasn't bobbleheads. For some, oh yeah, My Little Ponies.
Oh
Yes.
yes, I
What
remember
were they
that.
saying about that?
I
They were
remember them
s-
talking about that, but I can't remember what they said. But I remember now about the little ponies.
Now, how the hell do you come back from doing all that shit? How do you come back from exposing and adding your own little nastiness on top of all the disgust? How do you go and trust someone? I'm sorry, but he has zero backbone. He succumbs to the majority, and it's kind of sad. Like, you're almost 40, get a grip, grow up a bit, get out of the house. I don't know. They all need to fucking get out of the house.
That's their problem. They stay in the house all day watching YouTube. If they're not watching it, they're on somebody's panel. If they're not on somebody's panel, they're doing their own live. I swear,
Right. They
they're on
live in
TV
like
all day long.
cyberspace. A boy who liked My Little Ponies. They compared him to Elliot Rogers. Yeah, you know what? That I didn't know who that was, but because of their whole expose, it caused me to go see who that guy was, and that was kind of crazy. Like, how do you come back from doing that to someone? I would never, ever, ever even consider forgiving someone that, I mean, especially someone I didn't know. And then they just kind of pop in. They're just, it's so funny. It's funny. It's funny as fuck. Yeah. See, I've never done anything like that to anybody.
No.
They just go where the views are.
Yep.
They just took over some couple's channel that had like over 5,000 subs. These people are going to get on there and go, what the fuck? I didn't sign up for this, bitch.
Well, I'm
What
saying.
the hell? Like, I didn't subscribe to this mouthy ass nasty person. And they're going to go click. So let's see how long those 5,000 last. It wouldn't feel good to me. You didn't earn those. Those people don't even know that you have the channel.
I know that's weird. You could take over somebody's channel after they had like 6,000 subs, and then just pop up one day and it's like, this is my channel now. I mean, how?
Right.
And she does her stuff is nothing like what the other channel was.
I don't know, but does it feel good? Does it feel good, Timmy, to I don't know. Again, she's a person that gets off on hurting people because she's miserable. Hi, Captain. Let's hurt people because we are hurt people, right? Misery loves company.
Hi,
Gotta,
71. I'm gonna beat this up. Stop it.
and that's why she zips in someone's chat, just like voices, and wants to save the day because that's where they find their validation. Come on, honey. That's where they find their validation. They they like when people are miserable because they can go in and scoop them up and act like they saved the day, and that makes them feel good. Like, fix yourself before you give anyone advice, stupid people.
Yep.
What's up with her threatening? Oh, I don't know too much about that. That's why I just asked MKB because I really don't even know a whole lot about anything that's
Yeah,
going on.
I seen some on the community page about Lori. I think I was telling you today, didn't I? Something about Lori
A
or
little bit, yeah.
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 I just seen some of the stuff on their community page.
So how many people does she go after? How does she keep up with it? Does she keep a list?
She's going lately.
Yeah, you
And
would
then
think they. I'm sorry.
go ahead.
That sounds so weird. Like, how do I say hi, dumb name she's currently using? Uses.
Hey everyone. Drum
Hi,
names.
dum dum. I'll just give you a short
Mhm.
name. Okay, go ahead. What? I'm sorry.
Pakistan said, bet she has a spreadsheet like Merb. You know how Merb
Totally. Oh yeah.
with everything. Well, you know they got all of our videos. I mean, every time we go live, they got and then they want to call us the worst stalking. How is that? We
They
don't sit
just
there
have
and copy
life.
every video they put out. Lord knows we'd be filming all day, wouldn't we? We wouldn't have no space left at all as much as they go live and on YouTube 24/7.
Yeah, I know. I know, but they have to hold on to each other because if one gets mad at one, they have to decide where they're going to go. And it's all about views, it's all about money. It all boils down to money. See, the genuine people are the ones who don't sit here and beg for money.
Yeah. Now they
You
need.
know, I
I think a broken said earlier to me that they need new equipment now because they're not going to be able to do their shows if they don't have their equipment, the proper equipment. So they're
I
trying to.
know they think they're like so famous. The
I know,
morning show. Oh my god. Hi, Aunt Jojo, Auntie Jojo.
Auntie JoJo. Hey,
Um,
Lee fan. Shot a
I
point.
know, like, in their head, they're like thebomb.com, and
Yeah,
really they're,
they don't
yeah,
need all that equipment stuff. It don't help them any.
I don't know, but I guess fake it till you make it, but I don't think they're gonna make it. So,
They think they're important, I guess, with all that equipment and stuff.
to be honest, to be full on honest, I think Crafton would do a bazillion times better without that banshee in the back.
Yep. He can't hardly talk with her talking over him all the time.
Yeah, it's annoying. I don't know how anyone listens.
He'll start to say something and she'll talk right over the top of him. He can't even finish saying what he's got to say.
Yeah.
And I think all the time, you think he would say something to her like, "Let me finish what I'm saying," or maybe that's the way they think it's cool that way or something. Maybe people like it like that, but
No, I think when they're done, he says, "Bitch, you need to shut the fuck up when I'm talking." But she just can't help herself.
yeah, she definitely can't help herself.
Big red Timmy can't shut the fuck up.
Big
Because
bird, big bird. Why she
Hi,
come?
Savannah.
Hey, Savannah.
How are you guys doing? There hasn't been many people going live.
No, not.
Not not anyone I like anyway.
I think it's Jamie's birthday was yesterday. I think or something. They did a birthday thing on him. I think.
Well, happy birthday, Jamie, even though you're a dick.
Yeah.
Happy birthday to you. You're a dick too.
And
Happy birthday to the person that reports me and what he's doing. I don't know.
he's look at him and he's gonna report you. Now make it make
Right.
just don't make no sense.
Yeah, he keeps reporting me, and it's like, are these people like, do they not
And you know it's
realize?
all been over with that day that we ended your live that day.
Uh
But he
huh.
had to go over there and act like he didn't even care nothing about what he said, or he just more or less like didn't say nothing about it. Like, oh, well, I just
Exactly.
talked to him. He acted like he ain't talked to us and he ain't friends of ours. Which, uh, I mean, he could have just come out and told us the truth how he felt about us on your panel.
I
Why?
don't think that is how he felt. I think that he succumbed to the majority of his people.
Yeah.
I really, really, really don't think he. I told you earlier something, and I think like he felt like he had to do what his people were telling him. He had to, and maybe it was a business move because he had to hold on to them. I don't know, but I think he does have a heart. I do, but he just plays
Way down
into.
deep.
Hmm.
Way down deep. He's got a heart somewhere.
I even, like he's even with Tiffany, he said that he really, really like cared about her and he was heard and all that stuff. And I believe him. I believe him. I don't know. But whatever, everyone has to live with their own choices, consequences, and most of all, they have to sleep with themselves. So, with that hot tomato, could you imagine laying next to that hot red tomato at
Oh
night?
Lord, that'd be disgusting. I couldn't
And
imagine.
it exploded. Like there's this fucking red ass hot tomato laying in bed next to you, and it fucking explodes like its mouth opens and shit just fucking red spewing out shit. Could you imagine laying next to that big red Timmy? What a nightmare.
I'm
He
saying,
probably
wake
wakes
up that
up and goes,
morning.
what the fuck? What the fuck?
Mhm. The smell of BO and stale cigarettes would be making me gag. Pocket sand.
Hi, fruit fly.
Hi, fruit fly. Hey, Nikki X. Ronald McDonald gone trends. Ronald McDonald. I didn't think about that one. She does kind of look like Ronald McDonald, don't she?
I'm not even gonna go say what I think of. I'm not, because I have class a little bit more when I'm talking about her. I can have a little bit of class, less than I would with most for sure. But I don't know. She's a miserable, miserable piece of hot red tomato that's gonna explode in the middle of the night. Her acting like Granny isn't allowed. And wait, what? Yeah, I have a lot of sass. Did you drop off, girlfriend? Gross. Oh my god, if they were happy, they wouldn't be on it. Seriously. Nope. Who would want to be in a relationship when all they do is have their they live in cyberspace
They do all
all
the time.
all the time, all the time.
Yep.
Hi guys, if you're spying, make sure that you say hello.
Hit that like button while you here.
If you don't like me, say hi in the chat. Some dumbasses probably will. Oh my god. Like YouTube is not life.
Big Red said Granny wasn't allowed back in New Jersey anymore.
Oh, I totally heard her say that. She said the government something, I don't remember. She said something stupid about you're fucking with the government. Like she's fucking insane. How do you guys not laugh? How do you guys not laugh at that person that is so unhinged? Unhinged, disgusting. It's a joke. It's a show. It's a shit show. Don't you dare ever, ever let that person get to you. Who cares what she says? Her and voices are two peas in a pod. The lies just flow. Just watch the pictures.
I hadn't seen that.
Yeah. But do you guys understand, like, how many of you, if you heard some, like, how many times would you address the same thing? Like, if someone was talking shit about you on here, how many times, okay, so here's an example. What the fuck's going on with Noodle Mash and Mrs. P? Well, the same fucking thing that was before they went to court, after they went to court. Like, nothing changes until something changes. They both, in my opinion, like to talk about it.
Yeah, Granny does not. They said Granny does not do anything to these people. She only responds to the lies they make up because that's all they do is lie. I mean,
That's all they do is lie
all day long.
But the question is, did they do it on purpose, or are they really that fucking delusional?
They can't be that damn delusional.
No, but drugs make you do that shit.
Oh, they thought you were the one on drugs, right?
I don't care. They're stupid. Yeah, I'm on drugs. Wow.
Mark said, "How
And
did
that's what
they get married? Their first date was a court date."
That's
Yeah.
really funny. I'm on drugs. Like, that bitch knows anything about me. That's funny. And people tend to blame. That's reflection. Perfect example of reflection. That's her saying that she does drugs. Whose mind would even go there unless they're doing that? I mean, what are you listening to, girl?
Me? Oh, that's Landon over here with his little tab.
Aw.
That's probably what you hear.
Hi, Landon. I love that name.
Thank you.
Yeah, but yeah, I'm curious. Hi, Broken Justice. The
Hey, Broken
cheaters.
Justice.
Hi, Landon. Yeah, but how many times? Okay, let me ask you this since I have you up here. If they keep fucking talking about that whole money fucking scam bullshit, how many times are you going to address it?
I'm really done with addressing it. I think I've done said it enough, and I think people know uh, my true feelings on it and the facts that I've put out. I mean, there's nothing else I can tell. It's all been out there. They keep changing it up now. My story stays the same. They keep changing it up.
Yeah.
Now
Yep.
it's, we're sitting there lying about the $700 birthday fund. They've been saying that I got $700 for my birthday. Now Big Bird over there said it was $700 for my electric fund. There was never no $700
Stupid.
electric fund. She don't know what she's talking about. She gets mixed up in her lies so much she can't even remember what she told. Or what
Well, and is it that, or is it that she just is delusional, lying, or doing it for views? Because check this out. Unless she is being dramatic or voices, same thing, she had to hop on and just anything to get some views because they don't have any. And for me, I don't care. I have nothing, like, I'm not asking anyone for anything. I'm not monetized, nothing like that. But these people are. So they have when you look at their behavior and then throwing in the fucking, oh, we don't have food, or we don't have this, or we don't have that, and always dropping their link like the whole fucking time.
But they go out and they want to get new stereo equipment and new stuff like this, but they have to go to the food bank.
Do you know what equipment that fucking big ass Timmy needs? She needs some brain equipment. She needs a new wiring, a refresh in her wiring in her brain.
You got that right.
And to be honest, I think Crafton would do really well without her. Like on his own, he could probably succeed. But he's got that big mouth banshee bitch in the background. Could you imagine living with that voice? No thanks. I'm sorry for you, Crafton. I'll come get you and save you.
They're going to take that as a threat now.
I know. Right. Clip it. I'm going to come get you.
She's going to
Oh
save you, Kraft, and not hurt you.
right. Oh my God. It's funny. Like, we should put bait out there. Hang on a minute.
Okay. Hey, AJ Space. I'm laughing so hard. Your description is spot on of the screaming banshees. Mm. Mm. Gotta get comments coming up. I lost them. Like rescuing a puppy from a buzzing home. I'm. We know that definitely she's in hiding right now because that we seen their community post. I guess they took it as a threat. Well, they'll start having trouble with all that fancy equipment they have. Then they'll need new. I go live on my phone. Yeah, some of us have to go live on our phone. We don't have that nice fancy equipment out there.
I'm back.
Okay. Yeah,
But
some of
yeah.
us have to go live on our phones. We don't have that nice fancy equipment, because we had to buy groceries and stuff like
Well,
that.
that bitch needs a tune up. She definitely needs a fucking tune up and some brain wiring. Yeah, I could think of a lot of things that she needs to update. I think also that, like I said, Crafton would probably be successful without her on here. Hi, AJ.
Yeah, I think Crafton would do pretty good. He's pretty funny and stuff, and I really like listening to him before she came along, and then started running her mouth like she does. She just don't even let him talk anymore.
So
Hey,
you listened to him before they met?
well, he used to talk more than he does now. She don't give him a chance to talk. It's like when his channel went down, he lost his ability to speak for a while. But she does most of the talking now. He used to do a lot of talking.
Hi, Angela. Yeah, she's not very interesting. And anyway, that's what I was saying before is that, like, her and voices, the only way people listen to them is if they're flying off the handle, like freaking the fuck out. I don't know. have a fancy microphone, but I got it on sale for 150. My phone works just yeah. I mean, I've been using my phone. My daughter got me a pretty awesome phone for Christmas, and it works good. So I don't even try to go on my computer anymore. I don't like being isolated and having to sit there and not be able to get up and move around. Aw, where's Granny been? Where's my new best friend? Hi, Amber.
I
Where's
know
Granny been?
I hadn't seen her
I
around lately.
I
She,
told MKB earlier I kind of miss her. Like I
yeah, I
kind of
know
miss
she's
her.
been quiet around here without her. Hey,
Yeah,
Angela.
but I'm glad that she's off doing her own thing because this is just not something to be consumed in. Definitely not. Mm. Is there anything you guys have? Has anything interesting happened on here that? Oh wait, I didn't know this was wedding mentally drained for me.
See, I don't know how to clip comments and stuff on my phone, so I wouldn't even know how to do it off of my phone.
What do you
Um,
mean clip?
well, you know how like you put the highlight the comments on the screen and stuff.
Oh, yeah, I'm doing it right now. I totally forgot though.
Yeah, I see it lighting up now, but see, I don't know how to do that off my phone. If I was to try to go live on my phone, I don't know how to do all that.
Like I can't even figure out my avatar. I don't know why it went away, but I've been having problems, so
Well,
um
click on my picture and it'd say edit audio avatar. I guess I can edit it or edit name.
but yeah, I mean I have realized that I've realized that she does hold her own. She does. She's a strong young lady for sure. I mean, she's got a lot of people going after her, and she holds her own pretty well. She really does. I don't know. Um, all they do is lie, seriously.
We know that much.
Hmm. So then the thing is someone that lies all the time, like you, even if she said something that was true, I wouldn't believe her.
No, I would never believe nothing she had to say, especially after I know how much she lies now. I wouldn't. I'd never believe nothing she said.
No, I haven't really considered does Crafton lie because when he said he was afraid or whatever, I took that kind of like as a funny.
Kelly, you have a sawgrass sublimation printer and converted episode. Oh, you okay? I got an Epson printer. Um,
Epson.
Epson,
Epson. I
Epson.
do too.
Do you? Well, see, that's
Yeah,
where I
it's
do
an
my
older one.
sublimation and stuff on is my printer. I got an Epson printer, just the regular ink, and then I got one for sublimation ink. So I got two,
Oh.
and the one
Well,
with
what's your I'm sorry. Go ahead.
one with what? What you just gonna say?
Well, what's your trick with the cups? How do you do the tumblers?
You have to print it off with your sublimation printer. You have to have a sublimation ink in that Epson printer.
Uh-huh.
You can't use the normal, the regular ink that comes with it. You have to order your sublimation ink. Some of them come with sublimation ink. When I bought my printer, it come with the sublimation ink. Some of them you have
I
to buy,
do too.
and
I'm sorry.
but all you do is print out your picture and wrap it around the cup because you have to buy your cups too. Your tumblers, and you wrap it around.
Mm-hmm.
You got a heat press I got a heat press. It's just for tumblers, and you stick it in there and press it, and then it comes out like that.
That's so cool.
Yeah, I love doing it. I'm just waiting on somebody's right now to get some pictures and stuff in.
I know. I have to give you
I
some
need some
pictures.
more to work.
How many pic? How many pictures can you put on
I can
one?
put up to like one thing I got. It's got some picture frames. It's got like 7, 8 pictures I can put on there at once.
Oh wow.
I mean, I can put up to 6 or 7 for sure, easy. I have like some pictures got like family, or it's got different sayings on it, and it's got picture
Mm-hmm.
frames on it. You just put the pictures and the picture frames around it, and then just press it.
That's so cool.
And
Yeah, you guys hit the thumbs up.
Captain Lee's
Give
gonna
me
order
some.
one too. It's got for her. She wants some of her husband's pictures on there, and
Oh, that's sweet.
she's gonna send those to me.
Yeah, what the croc? Uh, I think he was joking. I think that he thinks he would be a lot lighthearted. He would be lighthearted if it wasn't for her. I think yeah. She
So
stops his growth. She stunts his growth.
Kelly
Why
must
you
do
so?
stuff too.
Wait, what?
Kelly, she said that she's got her she said something about a mug press. So she must do things too like that. That's pretty cool.
So cool. So cool. Are they expensive? The presser?
Well, the one I got was over $200 for the tumbler press, but I'm sure. I mean,
Hi,
that was
Gingy.
one of the cheap. I mean, they'll cost about a little over 200, I guess.
Yeah, but how you get so much out of it, huh?
Yeah, like making tumblers. I've done made several. So you'll make it back off of your. Then you also got to buy your tumblers, and you got to buy your
Mm-hmm.
paper. You got
Oh,
to buy
yeah.
your ink. I mean, it costs.
Ink.
It definitely
Yeah.
costs. And then when you ship, you got to pay for the shipping and stuff. So unless
Right.
the other people, well, so I mean it, but I like doing it. I really enjoy doing it, especially the pictures. I like putting family pictures in there because a lot of people really love it because it's got their family
Yeah.
photos on there. So
Right.
I really enjoy doing those.
Hi, Hippie. Hi, Ginger.
Hey, Roddy. Hey,
Gingy.
Ginger.
Nikki. Hi, guys. Yeah,
Oh,
Mrs. P is she's funny. She cracks me up. I'm sorry, but she just does.
she
She
was
makes
live
me laugh.
earlier.
Hmm.
Live earlier talking about Mrs. P. I swear, she's a hoot. I'm telling you, I like
She
watching.
is a
Her
hoot.
funny. She's
And
definitely
she
funny.
so casually like says funny fucking shit.
I seen Pocket
She's
Sand over there at her live.
Yeah, I think Pocket Sand has a wrench over there.
Yeah, that's what I seen. I thought, wow, that's cool. I didn't even know that.
I was gonna say hi, but I was afraid she was gonna go, "You a black bitch."
Yeah, that's me. I had said hi because sometimes she's okay, and then one minute she might not be okay. You just never know with her.
Right.
She might be thinking, "Oh, I think you're." I thought I saw you. I never know with her, so I don't. I'm just kind of scared to chat in there sometimes.
Big Red what? Big Red's having a members only. She's such an idiot. I love it.
Who cares if she has a members
You
only?
guys just know if that stupid loser sorry ass excuse for a human, whatever she says, it doesn't bother me. So she can go and give all her energy right to me and I own her. That's what that means. What's wrong, little Timmy? What's wrong?
Members
She's
only because they try to bring in more. They'll start talking about somebody big, like they going off on somebody, and they'll be wanting to chat in there, so they try to get members in there.
Oh, I'm sure she's fuming mad that I'm talking, that I'm even saying her honey's name. She knows he'd do better without her. That's a sad truth.
Probably over there
What?
got smoke coming out of her head right now.
Oh,
Steam
totally.
coming out.
How funny is that? That I have the power to do that. Hi, Molly.
Hey, Molly
Every
Lollipop.
time every time I see her lollipop, I want to like have one.
I know. I want one of them bunt cakes. She said she went and
Lollipop,
got.
lollipop.
Mm.
Wait, what?
She said she went and got some bunt cakes. That they have some good ones over there where she lives at like this store, and they have different kinds like Oreo and all different kinds. Snickerdoodle bunt cakes.
Mm.
She said they are so good. She
Yeah,
always
that sounds
rub it in
yum.
with something good and sweet, some food or something. She got to rub it in.
That sounds yummy.
Get
OG,
pictures of it.
that's one of her channels. Is the purple tulip? Is that what it is?
Yeah, something like that.
She was in here, or not here, but yours. She was
I
in
know.
Broken Justices, and you totally said hi to her. Hi, Hemi. You totally said hi to her, and then later on, I was like, "Oh my god, that was Mrs. P." So she tries to go in Dorothy's chat, and Dorothy kicks her out. I mean, I don't know. I don't know what to do with her. She's
She
funny if she would
yeah.
just behave.
I guess as long as you ain't really.
And then, did you see when she tilted the phone toward her husband? And he's all flipping the bird
Oh yeah, I saw
around.
that. I saw that. That was so cute.
That was so cute.
He's just right in there with her. They're just like a cute couple.
Right.
They just like work together. I mean,
Yeah, they're funny. Oh my god, did you see the video I made of her dancing?
yes.
If
Oh my
you
god.
want my body. See, I get a kick out of her.
Yeah.
Well, poison, I don't know because it doesn't seem like anything's
Well, I
happening.
thought they'd done that
And
long time ago. Poison.
I mean, I don't want to see that happen, but she
No.
needs to like be in like a, you know, she needs to like be in a she needs a babysitter. She needs someone who's there to tell her what's okay and what isn't.
Well, I think they probably do tell her that. She just don't listen.
No, because she's got her husband there and he doesn't say anything.
No, he don't. He goes right along with what she's talking about. He's the one
Mm-hmm.
taking the pictures and everything else. He knows what she's doing.
I know. And she straight up says, I don't care about that order. I don't care.
She needs
So
to
I don't
get
know.
in a dead internet dead spot. She would go
Hmm.
nuts when she'd
Oh,
have Mr. P out there trying to hang some wires or something to reach the internet spot or something.
wait,
I could
what trial was a shit show?
Did anyone watch the Letitia Stout's trial today? It was a
What is
shit.
LS?
Letitia Stouts or something. You know, the one that killed
Do you
her
know?
stepson. But we talked about
Oh, no.
that one.
Oh, yeah.
Go see
Yeah,
it today,
yeah.
y'all. Now I'm gonna want to go.
What happened? Is Tiffany still here? There was something I wanted to ask her. How's it going, Mark? Were you holding your balls real tight last night? Did you go golfing?
Yeah. He holds him balls tight every night. I want to know what happened in the trial today, y'all. Tell us something good. Now I don't want to go watch a 6 hour trial now.
Sunshine Madness yesterday. Hmm. Sunshine Madness yesterday was flirting with her attorney. Oh, really? With the croc? How interesting. Lori Daybell. She would be the one to like do something like that. Like, hook up with the lawyer. I'm really into that case. I watch it I listen to it every evening. They
It is
don't,
sad.
a lot of what happened not that far from me with the Daybell. Well, not Daybell, but with Lori, her family.
Yeah.
And I think Melanie Pulowski still lives literally not that far from me.
Some of them cases they
Um,
just get so long. They go out for like 6 hours. I mean, it's hard for me to sit and watch the whole thing all day. I just can't be still that long.
Me neither. That's why I do stuff while I'm listening.
Yeah.
Couple hours. Let's see. Oh, God, I wish I knew what was going on there so I could watch and enjoy the shit show. Tiffany's gonna come back. I can't remember what I was gonna ask her though. Oh, Tiffany, want to come up here?
Is she here?
I don't know. Tiffy. I had friends when I was younger. I had a friend named, well, a couple named Tiffany. We call him Tiffy. Mm,
I'll text her. Be right back. Did you hear about the guy that killed 7 people in Oklahoma? I think it was on the news today.
I heard
Well,
something about that. I haven't looked into it yet. That's so terrible. There's too many horrible things happening, and it gets overwhelming to look into all of it, you know.
hey,
The
Ladybug.
first thing, hi Ladybug. The first thing I do when I hear something locally that's happened, I look on to see where my kids are, their location. So first thing I do. Get a snack and watch it.
Mhm.
How you doing, Hemi? Hemi. Hemi. We should make a song with everyone's name.
Tiffany says the link posted.
Oh, is she here now?
Yeah,
Where?
she's in the chat.
Oh, okay. You want to come up? Okay, hang on. Maybe you can chat with her for a moment while I go pee real quick. All right, here.
Roddy said 2 teenage girls were missing and they found them both and 4 other bodies, and the murderer took his own life. Oh my goodness. It's horrible. Wow.
Jeez.
So is that what happened in Oklahoma? That Yes, that's the one. What a sicko. Oh Lord, that's
I'm
sad.
doing good, Hemi.
Hey Henny.
But you guys, it's like every single day.
It's something in this
It's
world.
every day. Every day. There's another person with some loose screws. Oh, here's Tiffy. Tiff.
Hey, homewrecker.
Home record.
Hi.
Hi.
Are you guys
That's a new one for
giggling?
you, ain't it? Home wrecker.
What?
Said, hey, home wrecker.
Oh, it doesn't say that?
That's what Tiffany just said.
Oh, uh,
I hear you're
how you doing?
the husband snatcher.
No. Oh my God, I'm threatening someone's life because I said I'm gonna pick up your husband and rescue him.
That's so. I didn't realize that was the threat that they were talking about. Because I'm thinking to myself, what the heck did she threaten? I can't imagine you
I don't.
threatening anybody. I figured it was something like that.
Yeah, I think he
Got
was
him
just
locked
making
and
fun with
handcuffed
it.
in the bed somewhere. She got him locked up,
Yeah,
right?
that's. Oh, did they say they're hiding under lock and key from me?
Oh, they said all kinds of weird shit.
Oh, I
All
don't
I
even.
know is I don't know how he listens to her all day.
Seriously. I
I
know. I
really
don't
don't.
know. So you did nothing to them. I heard you say that.
Mm-mm. No, I can't think of anything I did to them. I mean, I I trolled them one time when they were going
You're so
after
funny.
when they were going after pork chop. I hopped on their panel with an accent and I acted like I was with this feminist group and I was even making lists.
That's hysterical.
My
See, I
name was
like your
Kate.
personality. You're goofy like me. Go ahead.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, I'm a massive goof. I'm but I went on their panel. My name was Kate and I represented the feministic divorce, single, victim, recovering ladies of America. And my role with this nonprofit was I had to warn women about the predatory men online. And I made a list to make sure our ladies were all safe. And that's what I said. I went up there and I said, I said this. And they believed me for a minute.
Oh,
And
Oh my god, that's hysterical. And then what?
yeah.
What happened?
Well, then they booted me off the panel. So then I was like, okay. So then I went on Lycan's panel and I said, you know, I'm trying to qualify you to see if you go on our list. And see, the problem was back then is I didn't realize he did fit on the list, but I didn't have all the facts. So they were really
Oh.
mad after I did that because
you're mad.
so outside of that, I can't think of anything that I did to them. Now, mind you, they've had exposés on me. They've accused me of horrible things. They do things on their Patreon. I'm told all the time. I don't know. I don't particularly get sent everything they do on there, but somebody has sent me some links. You know, they've accused me of horrendous things. They reached out to a personal friend of mine in real life, like reached
Oh
out
my
to
god.
him.
Was he like, this bitch is fucking nuts? She knucking futs.
No, he would no. No, he was like he called me and he's like those people are weird. I'm like, I know.
Fuck yeah.
No.
Yep.
But
What did
the
he
thing that
say to
cracks
them?
well, he told them they were wrong and he told them that, you know, I'm not a bad person. And so Crafton retracted all of his slanderous statements about me. Their latest thing though is that I play with poop, which I don't even understand why people would think that way. Like
What
the
That is
last thing
crazy.
I
like
just
they
can't.
oh my god. I
Where did they
can't.
come up with this crap at?
They
Who comes up
literally
with
pull it straight out of their asshole.
Yeah,
yeah. Okay, think of what you think of when you think of somebody you don't like. Like I think, oh, they're really nasty or they did bad things or that I never in my mind would think if I think of somebody I don't like, well, they must play with their own poop. Like what is wrong with these people?
they that
Right.
says a lot right there.
I,
They are real life creepers.
I don't know because they know that there's people that are weak. There's weak people in their chat that will believe anything. And so if they implant that thought in their mind, they're always going to think that because they're not strong enough to think. You're a strong lady too, Tiffany. You take a lot of shit out here.
A lot. Mhm.
I gotta pee. Hold on, you guys chat.
Okay. Yeah, you are tough, Tiffany. You do deal with a lot of stuff. I don't see how you deal with it being just you on your own. You still there? Oh, they both left me. What? Y'all, I don't know what's going on. But my dog eats cat poop. I had to add that. What the grok? You're so silly. Do they interview grade schoolers to get their material? I wouldn't doubt that either. Um,
No, I think they might be using substances to pull the shit out of their ass.
I'm saying. I don't know what happened to Tiffany.
Because yeah, it's not even normal crazy. It's like another level of grossness. Tiffany, where'd you go? She probably popped on someone's panel to troll them and say some silly shit, and she's gonna come back and tell us.
Yeah. Yeah, she goes crazy over Andrea. Sounds so
That's
angry at you.
hilarious. What's wrong, Timmy? Why do I bother you?
They
She's
have you heard her talking like she'll just say don't nobody like you and I mean you're just a waste of space. Just have you listened to her ever on Voices panel go off just go on and on and on? I mean
uh,
she
a
really
little
street. Just cannot stand us whatsoever.
Well, you know what that means, and I've told you a million times. That means that we own her.
Yeah.
Like, how stupid to talk about the same person. Like if I'm such a nobody, why do you talk about me all the time? Why are you
Yeah.
so invested? You don't know me from Sikkim. Why are you so invested?
From who?
Would
Yeah,
you get a
but
silly goose?
hey, you know what? Her obsession with you guys is odd. I have to say, it is it is really bizarre. I feel like I'm really loud right now, and I don't know why. I'm not typically so obnoxious, but yeah, it's really weird. Whenever I hear her going off about you guys, I'm just like, I don't understand this. Like, I can almost get why she doesn't like me. You know, like, even though I didn't do anything to them, I get it. You know, now at this point, I have. I trolled them in their chat the other night. I went in there and I
Yeah.
said. I did. I said I'd like to know what Kim. Pardon me?
Go ahead. No, go,
Oh,
go,
I
go.
said I'd like to know what Kim's qualifications are to be giving, legal advice all the time. I want to know what her credentials are and her real world
Right.
experience in law, besides the Barnum and Bailey school of law she graduated from.
And what
And
happened?
she responded to, oh, where did MKB go? She responded to this account, the sock accounts question, which was me, for about 30 minutes.
Oh my God. Was she pissed?
She which made it
You're
so worth
so
it.
funny. You're
Super
so
easy.
funny.
She was frustrated, I'd say. She went off about her Juris Doctorate and her, I mean, all these things that had nothing to do with my question. I mean, the fact of the matter is, lady, you don't know shit. And that's just all there is to it, So
He's not
that
going
was
to get his
fun.
channels back with the croc. There's no way.
No, he's
Uh,
not.
he did some nasty, nasty stuff. And,
Yeah.
I don't wish that for him, but
So he just gonna do what he's doing now, then stay on YouTube and just try to hope to keep
well,
a
that's,
channel up.
yeah, he's still doing the same shit. Like, he still talks about Tiffany. Like, could, oh my God. If there was a guy I was interested in, I remember, listen, months and months ago when he kept talking about Granny, and what's her name was in the chat, Sammy. And I'm like, Sammy, like, isn't that rude that he keeps talking about? And then everyone in his chat said, no, she's used to it or something like that. What a
Well,
turn off, huh?
yeah,
Every
he did it with me a little bit. See, he wouldn't talk about her in private with me very much, but then all of a sudden he would be live or he'd be on other people's panels and he would just go off. And I put my foot down. I said, listen, either stop or I can't deal with this. This is getting weird. And
yeah, for
well, and you notice he stopped for a little while, it kind of, he would try and like sneak around and do it and stuff. But I mean, I
sure.
can't
You caught him.
imagine.
You caught him. Yeah.
I would catch him, and it was weird. I mean, and then the strangest thing is I would have people in the group. They would come to me, and they would be like, they would have some info they obtained or something, like a screenshot, and they'd be like, I wanted to ask you if I could give this to him about Granny, is because I know he's not supposed to talk about her, and I'm sitting here thinking like, look, lady. This isn't you're not a rocket science, like this isn't curing any diseases. It's a screenshot of something stupid. Like you can't withhold the screenshot. Like it's this earth shattering, you got to post this screenshot. It was so frustrating. It was
Wow.
so, yeah.
I don't know. I mean, Tiffany, he had me convinced that he really cared about you. And I do think that all this is because you hurt him. That's my opinion.
Well, that's a reasonable opinion to have. That's a very reasonable opinion to have. And I don't disagree with that. I think I did hurt him. But the problem with that statement is that fundamentally, to hurt him, all you have to do is not obey, right?
Right.
If you don't conform to his demands, or if you don't meet his demands, you're hurting him.
Yes. No, I
And
definitely, I've learned that. Yes, for sure.
yeah, and he will victimize himself of your non compliancy, right? And what he doesn't understand is that his demands and his behavior and everything else is, it actually can be abusive.
Yeah.
um I'm not calling him an abuser, but I'm
No, I
saying that the
know what
way.
you're saying. The emotional manipulation is
Mhm.
definitely abusive. Yes.
Yeah, and at the end of the day, the ironic thing is in all this, is I ended it with him because he was speaking with other girls, right, other women, and so a couple
Like,
people came to me, and
her?
I confronted him on it, and he admitted it to me and said, yeah, it was inappropriate. And I was like, look, I can't, my life is such a mess right now. Anyways, I can't proceed with somebody who I just simply cannot trust. I can't, I was really hurt. I actually cared about that loser. I mean, I question my sanity now, but for a moment, I did. I thought I did, at least. And at the end of the day, this all hurts me really like really bad. Still not him, but his behavior towards me. Because it's like, it's hard to have somebody in that capacity who you thought cared about you treat you this way. And
Yeah.
I'm sure some of my behavior towards him does
Right.
the same.
Right. Right. I
Um,
was gonna say that. Yes, for sure. Both of you.
yeah,
Both of you are naughty. So when does it end? I asked him that. Remember? Let me
I
ask you.
do. Well, I try not to bring him up. Every now and then I do get in a conversation about the situation because either somebody else brings it up or maybe I have to vent. I can't
Yeah.
say that I don't feel like I've been antagonizing it. I simply express myself every now and then. So, I don't plan on engaging with him in any back and forth, tit for tat type of deal. It'll stop when he gets bored with it or finds a new person to focus on, or I don't know. I don't see him stopping. I just,
No, I went to his channel the other night I'll just pop in here and there, and I heard your name. I was like, oh my fucking god, really? Come on. Like, it gets old. It gets really old.
yeah. Well, I was doing a really good job not watching his streams, and then it kind of hit the fan because just the intensity and the exploitation level like went from like a 5 to like a 15 like overnight. And I don't like listening to his
Yeah.
streams. It's hard for me to listen to him for hours.
My
But
thing was he kept wanting you to lead the community. This is your community too. So he kept thinking that
uh,
you could get up and lead this community. And I'm thinking, well, she's made friends in this community just as well as he has.
yeah, I like you
Right.
all. And here's the problem with him is he will respond with nukes if you toss a little pebble his way, right? So I did a meditation video for the lesion one time. It was the lesions had a hard week. Here's a meditation video or something, and I was doing breathing exercises.
You're too much.
And I was explaining some of the hardships they faced that week, you know, and we were talking through them, and there was nice meditational music in the background and streams flowing and things like that. And it never
You're so
mentioned
funny.
him, you know. I didn't say
If the
this is
shoe
for Lycan
fits,
because he's a freak. I said this is for the lesion. Everybody.
everybody.
And
And
apparently
then
that
what?
kicked
What did
things
he?
off again. I don't
Right,
understand
right,
why. It was
right.
a 5-minute meditational video, why he took it so personally that he had to drop intimate images of me the next day.
Oh,
I will never be able to equalize the two. You know what I mean? That was not equally yoked in my book.
right.
But hey,
Yeah, for sure. That wasn't a fair exchange at all.
no, the
Mm-mm.
punishment doesn't fit the crime with that guy.
No, 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 no. And like, okay, so I was kind when I put out that video about him, the first one where I was just showing, where I was just letting everyone know, hey, this ghost channel's gone, and I have to show proof, right? Everyone wants proof. So I put the proof there, and that really like pissed him off, and he went and reported me again. And it's like, seriously, like now I'm gonna talk shit about you because you're accusing me of it. Like you're acting like I'm talking shit, so now I'm gonna fit what I'm accused of.
Well, yeah, I mean, God forbid you show facts. I mean,
Mhm.
was it not
Yeah.
deleted? Yeah, it was. Or terminated. Here's his problem. He doesn't like his own reality very much, so he tries to, exterminate or, um, silence people who speak honestly about situations. And I don't know how he has. I mean, I was one of those ladies once. I was that lady over there defending him staunchly and acting like a fool. Um, I think I had a period of psychosis I was going through then. I don't know, but now that I see it more clearly, I mean, can't you guys say, don't they look kind of ridiculous in their defense of this grown man, in
Oh
your
yeah,
opinion?
especially like Auntie Side Eye. Like I thought maybe out of everyone she might be a little bit of a decent person, but then I
Not
saw her with the fucking flashlight talking shit about you. I'm
Yeah.
that was
like
disgusting.
She
yeah,
constructed
like
a butt to put on a foam gnome that she made for somebody that had a flashlight coming out of it that was removable. I mean, I give her credit for her ingenuity on that and her engineering skills with the butt and everything. But
however, it's
however,
all
that
about
was,
intent.
if could you imagine if I took some sort of sexual exploitation that one of these women maybe has gone through? Now, mind you, that never happened. So how much that bothers me is how much I allow it to. But after a while, when every single person wants to humiliate you
Right.
over something you didn't do, it gets to you.
Yeah, they tried to go up and tell the story on Lonnie's panel one day here recently, not too long ago. That's where I heard the story the first time. I hadn't heard
Oh,
the story. I hadn't heard about it, but I didn't know exactly what was done or said until he came up on Lonnie's one day and said, "Let me tell y'all a story." He tried to go
Oh,
into, how he does, and
well, what did he say happened? Because I don't even know what happened because it never did.
that you
yeah.
supposedly
What
shove
did
a
he
flashlight
say?
up your butt, and they have somebody had a video or something, or it got leaked or something. I don't know.
Oh
Even
my God.
okay, listen. Even if she did, that's none of our fucking
I
business.
know.
Yeah, but I would
What if
look, you guys,
he
look,
could
I'm
have
not a
easily been the one that did it, right?
Yeah,
He
No,
could have been
no,
the
no,
one
no,
that.
no, no, no,
No,
no,
I'm
no.
just
Look, I'm not a
saying
prude. I'm not claiming
hypothetically.
to be the virginal Mary up here, but I have never put a
No,
household
I'm
object in
not.
my rear.
I know. I'm just saying. Even if you
I don't even know
did,
where they got the mess
that's
at.
between you and the flashlight. If you did, that's none
Well,
of
I mean,
anyone's
the
business.
flashlight would have had to been consenting. So look, you guys, look, I am no way trying to say that have I ever tried to say I am a wonderful person. I lead by example. Never. I'm not saying I'm some,
Right.
virginal, well-behaving person. No, I'm not. But you guys, that is just simply something I didn't do. This rumor started, I have to tell this story all the time, 8 years
Okay.
ago with a buddy of mine who did a parody where he got
Hmm.
intimate with all these household. There was a shaving cream can, there was like a
Oh,
flashlight, there was a beer bottle, and he did this parody, and it was particularly funny at the flashlight part because he was like, oh, look, it's like a disco in here. And but that parody somehow got twisted over the years into, it was me who actually did it, and there's Legos too. It was actually me who had done it, and it was real. And everybody's seen this video that I haven't even seen. So, like I said, I try to make a joke out of it sometimes. Like my membership levels are
Right.
all different types of flashlights, which I'm going to change this week because it's not funny anymore. But when you think about the intent behind the people and them saying
Exactly.
this,
Right,
yeah,
right. They're trying to hurt you. Exactly. It's
Yeah.
about the intent. Yeah, and that's
that
why I
would be
saw
like,
that.
yeah, well, that would be like me
Go
making
ahead.
fun of somebody who was assaulted or somebody who had, just anything sexual in nature is intimate and private and vulnerable. And
Exactly.
yeah,
And he
I
wanted
can't
to
quite,
share every part of everything you guys did with all his
yeah,
people. Like,
yeah, and
and
he
it's not
did.
just his people, it's the world. It's the
Yeah,
fucking world.
which is why I'm glad his channels are gone.
Yeah.
I understand totally.
Yeah. Here's the thing, you can't trust this guy for any females in the future, in the current one. Anything you give to him that is special, so your trust, your intimacy, your vulnerability,
All y'all
your,
private messages, everything you
yeah,
put out.
everything is meaningless to him when he feels slighted, and he
Yeah.
will weaponize against you the very special gifts that you do give to him.
So I
And
want to
nobody is
ask you,
exempt.
I
Hmm.
want to ask you, I've heard I've heard it been said, I'll just say that
Go
people
ahead.
give him their private account password and account everything.
Hmm.
Why? Is that true, first off? And second off,
Yeah.
why the fuck? Why would anyone do that?
Well,
You trust him.
So
I
they
don't,
can dangle it over your head? I don't
I
get
think
it.
so. Well, I don't know how these situations go down outside of how it went down with me, but I am assuming that there's probably some sort of dialogue of that, like I had with him, where they need help with their channel or something, or they need to do so, and so he offers them help. And
Oh.
yeah, yeah,
Mm.
there's quite, I know he's in Auntie's, I know he's in Amber's, obviously. I know he's in,
Yes.
yeah, there's quite a few. Um, you'd be surprised. I only let him in mine for about a week, and it got creepy because he didn't help me really with anything with my channel, but he would show up in every stream I was in, and I'm like, how does he keep finding me? It was kind of cute at first, but then he
Uh,
would get mad and he was looking at my history and all my comments and if I liked his videos or not.
oh
And
no, he said something to you if you didn't like his videos? Oh my god.
well, I mean, I've said something to him before about, not commenting on things and stuff. We all get kind of silly like that, but he actually went into into my account and would go to his own posts and videos. And if I didn't thumbs them up,
Oh,
there's
Lord.
hell to be pay.
Oh, Lord. That's
So when
crazy.
he says loyalty, like he wants full on fucking
Yes.
loyalty from all these women, not just the one he's involved with, but all of them.
Yes.
And that's why he's out here, because he finds lonely older women that are
Yes.
not strong and will not
Yep.
stand up to.
Well, I have to assume these women are all lacking agency in some aspect in their life, and they like the group setting, because I'll tell you, it's very loving when you're in that group. They all support you and gather around you and lift you up. It's like being part of
Yeah,
almost like the Mormon church, for instance, right? So if you're a Mormon and something bad happens in your life, the church will
right.
supplement you beautifully. I mean,
Yeah, yeah,
it's a wonderful thing that they do for their members of their church, right? It's truly incredible. If you fall into hard times, they're there to pick you up. And
right. But you're
they're
selling your
kind of this
soul.
well, but yeah, I think, at the small price of, sacrificing, but they're kind of the same way. And I had never felt so supported by a group of people in my life. I've always been kind of a little bit of a loner. And I kind of, when I got in there, I felt safe with them. I
Oh,
say this all the time. I felt safe with them. And they're so disillusioned that they, the thing that trips me out the most about it is how easily almost all of them, there's a few stragglers that have now turned, but they all overnight, I mean, that first chat he did, they were like, I never liked her to begin with. I'm sitting there watching this going, wow,
Yeah.
I liked you, but
Aw.
it's a cult. It's truly a cult. And they're like,
Yeah.
he's like, I don't see how she can say this is a cult. Well, cult members don't know they're in a cult. That's why they stay.
Right. No, yeah, I know. I know. It is. It is. And
They
see, I
have
was
to think
never
about it.
that.
They have to give him money.
Yeah.
They don't have to, but it's favorable. They have to be loyal. They have to attend. They have to give
Wow.
attention, sacrifice time, change the people maybe who they hang out with, break
Right.
ties with certain friends. I mean, all the aspects there fall in line with a very cult-like thing. He's a little dictator, tyrant, pork chop.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
A
See, and
hail chop.
he wasn't like that to me, and I would have never, I don't, I just, like, behind the scenes, I'd tell him if I thought something, you know. But I got to tell you, when you're listening to it day in, day out, I did start hopping on the bandwagon, and then
Yeah, I
I was like,
saw.
you can't keep listening to that. You just can't. You can't listen to one person all the time. You're not going to grow. You're not going to learn. You're not going to anything.
Right. I'm not mad at anybody for following suit. I'm not mad at anybody necessarily for being stuck in that echo chamber. I get it. I was in that echo chamber, and it's very easy to believe what he says because he truly
Yeah.
controls the narrative. He'll hop on every panel within the
Yeah.
group.
Right.
Yeah.
Every fucking one.
Yeah.
Everyone.
The narrative is controlled. If there's a dissenting voice within the group, they're silenced. They're kicked out. I mean, I don't think he even realizes how extreme he is. But I don't really give a shit. Honestly, at the end of the day, I'm free from those changes of the lesion, and now I can I can frolic in the fields wherever I like. It's like,
Exactly.
but the thing is that where this becomes dangerous is in they're supporting him in the things he's doing. If you notice, they escalate, right? So it's getting worse and worse how low and personal he'll go. And
Yes.
the danger where it might not seem like a big deal is that eventually, when is this going to turn into something so bad for somebody who might not have the capacity to handle that, and they're all cheering it on, and something bad
Right.
happens?
Well, you know what
It's
really,
possible.
really bothered me? I agree. But what really bothered me is he was so pissed at you one night, and he was saying, and yeah, how did he say it? I don't want to get it wrong. He said something like, yes, and first he said, and she's a child abuser. And then he goes, and then he kind of retracted and went back a little bit and said, I feel that would be, or I think, and I was like, wow, that's a really far-fetched. That's something serious to, like, put out there.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was really reckless with what he said about me. And the thing to keep in mind, and if I were to be able to sit those ladies down and say, hey, lady, no, and be like, look,
Hey,
keep this
what?
in mind. Up until January, he still wanted to pursue a relationship with me. He wanted to move me out there up until January. Now, mind you, all of the info he has shared, whether albeit true or misrepresented, whatever the case may be, he had obtained all of this info well by then. Okay, he had been blackmailing me with some of it and sitting on it, but he still wanted to be involved with me up through January. So for a reasonable person, that should make you go, well, this is obviously a scorned man, right? For whatever reason, there wasn't any deceit. I didn't lie to him about anything as far as my personal life goes. and I didn't lie to anybody else either. Unfortunately here, I've been in a stuck in between a rock and a hard place with some very unfortunate circumstances, and people in them are very out of the same mold, right? So there's just I have to not worry so much about what he says or does. I have the angle now that since he lost his channels, if he continues down a path that is extremely abusive or exploitive of me, I do now have the life preserver, the safety, net I can pull where he is ban evading. And hopefully it wouldn't be too hard to remove a channel of his if he were to go down that path again. If he didn't, if he just forgot that I existed and didn't give a shit if I just simply expressed my opinions about him or shared my thoughts or vented, I'm not sharing anything personal here.
Yeah.
This is but this right now, what I'm doing I'll be punished. I don't know why. I shouldn't be, but if he just shut the hell up about me, I wouldn't look at his channel. I wouldn't give a rat's butt what he's doing. I don't care. Just leave me alone.
That's
If I talk it.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
No, you know what, you guys, I tend to interrupt a lot when I'm on my phone on panels because my volume's really low. So just tell me to shut up because I'll cut you off for 2 hours and I'll have no idea.
No, I'm just saying that's all you're asking is for him to leave you alone. If he leaves you alone, then there won't be no problem.
Yeah, look, I
Basically.
don't even care if the dude talks about me or expresses his feelings or gives his opinion. That I don't care. But the fact is that he exploits me in a sexual and a private
Yeah.
and a personal way. And that's where I take issue. Talk shit on me all you want. Lots of people talk shit on me. You don't think I'm used to it by now, right? It's just the sharing of personal things that is where he crosses the line, and it's sick.
Well, and I don't know, maybe I'm an idiot, but I think you really hurt him. He can't deal with it, so he goes for the jugular.
Yeah.
I think that he really was in love with you. I think I actually heard him say that, actually.
AJ made a really good point. She says they think laughing about it makes light of it, and they think when they laugh about something that they say that is so abusive and derogatory, they think if they make it into a joke, it lightens the actual thing they're saying. It's gross.
Yeah, I've noticed that. But can I ask you a personal question in front
Yeah. Yeah, go ahead. No, go right ahead.
Were you in love with him?
I thought I was at a certain point. I was also in a very, very deep depression last year. I'm not trying to minimize anything that I said or I said I felt, but I was in a really bad place. And I think he picked up on that and kind of took advantage of it a little bit. I'm not trying to say he's predatory, but I think in my mental state I was in, I think that I obviously wasn't thinking very clearly.
What was I going to ask you?
Somebody wants to know in chat. May I ask why would you share private pictures with him?
They were like boyfriend, girlfriend.
Yeah, a lot of people. Well, I can't say a lot of people do that, but there is
Well,
people do that.
Unfortunately, the pictures that he shared weren't private photos I shared with him. Those were screen caps of him when he recorded some of our engagements when we met. And those were images that I gave him. Those are screen caps from things that I don't even have access to. And I was aware of one time, and I did give consent, but there was others that I wasn't aware of, and until after the fact. And it was funny because I almost said, I didn't almost, I said to him, I should make you sign a non-disclosure because, because I said to him, I want copies of that. for my own, for many reasons I did. And he never gave them to me. And, it was, here's my problem with the whole thing. I don't feel like I was ever truly a person that was cared about. I was a point to prove on the internet, right? I held some form of uh, confirmation for him as to him being straight and him being with a girl and him being going to actually meet me, not being played. It was, I held all this validity for him with all these naysayers that he has, right? Because they all were naysayers. Oh, they'll never meet. Oh, they'll never this. And he had to prove them wrong because he holds way too much stock in his character that he is online. And, you know, look, I haven't shared anything intimate of him, at
Yeah.
not even close. Even the messages that I've shared of his, I do regret sharing the one, but everything's had to do with stupid YouTube stuff, like copyrights and flagging people
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
I-
Not private, personal stuff.
nothing. Really, if you think about it, nothing. Now he can sit there and say that I've shared all these private things and everything, but he's lying. Everything I've shared has had to do with stupid ass YouTube shit and him being shady.
Yeah.
Um,
Okay, let me ask you this, and I don't even know if it's true. So another thing I heard was that you didn't, that you were saying now you really didn't want him to go.
I tried to get out of it I look, here's the problem with when I explain what happened then and when he tries to explain it, right? So he will show messages where I'm saying, I can't wait to see you, of course, and things like that. But what he failed to see then, and this was my fault, is the fights that I was picking to get out of it, the things that I was doing. And then there was at least a dozen times where I flat out said, this isn't a good time for me. This is not, I can't accommodate you in the manner that you want to be right now. He wanted me to pay for half his trip. He wanted to come out for a week. He wanted to stay in accommodations that were way out of my price range of anything I could afford. I was struggling financially. I was struggling with my living situation. I was struggling with every aspect of my personal life.
But he supposedly
And
says he's got all this money in his account. Why?
he does. He does. Absolutely. He's got a nice little nest egg saved up. But the problem was when after he realized the fact that I'm not going to pay, $2,000, that simply I didn't even have the money to do that, for him to come out to visit for a week. When he bit the bullet and was like, okay, I'll pay for it. Then I had to be like, listen, I can't leave my son for a week.
Right. Right.
He didn't care. He left his cat. He left Starbuck at home alone for 5 days. That was my other point of contention with him. I begged him to get a pet sitter. I begged him not to do that. He did. I mean, I only saw him maybe 3 days out of the 5 or 6 he was here, and it was brief because I have my son. I wasn't going to leave my son.
Yeah.
So
Let me tell you, I didn't agree with him. Hold on. Releasing that phone call. But when I did hear it, it would piss me off what you were saying.
well, here's the thing you got to understand.
Yeah,
We've
I
all
do.
had we've all had points, elevated moments in life where it's kind of like one of those outer body, out of control moments where you don't even have control of what you're saying because you're so shocked by what's going on. And
Yeah.
and those are very intimate and personal moments that most people don't ever get to see. Most people don't see you in that state of complete out of control of your
Yeah.
faculties and your voice and your words. And I was so upset because here's the reason why. They were both lying. So the bits and pieces of that conversation I was hearing, I had two people who had been extremely manipulative and who had, especially with on the end on this side here, had, traumatized me in a way, lying to each other. And the intent that was obvious. They were both trying to
Yeah.
one up me. And I I hadn't spoken to Jamie at that point for about, I don't know, a week or so, maybe longer. I had stopped talking to him. I'd ended things with him. And that's why they got in contact, because I would not call him back. Right. And so that was payback for me. That's why he reached out to Jeff. I don't know who actually called who first, but I know that day he reached out to him. Now, Jeff, on the other hand, who I hadn't been involved with for a couple years, we had separate rooms. He knew about Jamie 100%. I could prove that if I really wanted to. I just don't feel like exploiting myself further. But the
Yeah.
things he was saying weren't true. He was lying his ass off about a lot. And I knew what was going on with him, because when he had found out about him, and when he had come out here, because Jeff knew he was out here, he didn't snap, but I think he always thought I would just kind of be here. And I think in that moment he realized that I'm just not going to always be around, if you know what I mean. And he panicked. So it's a complicated, very personal
Yep.
situation that I should have never had to explain, and shouldn't have to. But I can say in that moment, to understand my language, why it was so nasty. It was because I was
Yeah.
being gaslit in such a horrific way by not one, but two people who had absolute no productive or good intent behind talking to one another.
And you
Who
know
were both.
what?
Mhm.
That explains Jeff's calm demeanor, because I kept thinking, what the fuck? If I found this out, I would have been freaking out like you were on the other end,
Yeah.
But
Well,
he was
the
so
reason I was freaking out is because they both knew about each other. These weren't revelations that they were just finding out. Yeah. No, that's why I was losing my
Yeah,
shit. That's
I
why I was
guess.
screaming. And yeah, it was.
When I heard him,
Mhm.
I was thinking, why is he so calm? And what you're saying right now completely makes sense. Why he was so calm, because he knew.
100%. Yeah. And Jamie and I were split up when he called him. I'd called things off with him. I found out about him talking to another girl the whole time, and I had called things off with him 2 weeks prior to that. He even says to Jeff at one point in that conversation, I haven't even talked to her in like 10 days.
Hey, Andrea, I hate to interrupt, but can I step down for a minute? I got to help Landon with his homework for bedtime.
Okay.
Oh,
He's got his bedtime is 9 o'clock, so I got to help him real quick before he goes to bed.
Good night, Landon.
Thank you.
night, Landon.
Thank y'all. Y'all have a good night.
Thanks,
We'll see you.
hon.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
So understand though, Andrea, in that moment, my vocabulary became very small because my world started closing in on me, and it was completely out of control. It was one of those moments you have maybe 5 times your entire life where you're completely out of control, where you just the shock of the things going on around you
Yeah.
supersedes any type of self-control or self-respect that you have, and you lose it. And I lost it. I recognize that. I'm not in denial of it. I understand I was freaking out. I never hit him. I never smacked him. They all want to say I abused Jeff. Jeff is 6'3" and 228 pounds. He was in jujitsu for 30 years. That guy would snap me if I tried to step and smack him around. It was a horrific, horrific situation that Jamie put me in. And that Jeff did too, by talking to one another and playing me. They were both being manipulative, and they were both, their intent wasn't what they presented it to be. It was, I mean, the whole thing makes me so mad at both of them. Honestly, it makes me sick, because, that was not okay for him to record that. And you know what he did after he did record it? I didn't even know until I made a post about him telling somebody to self-harm during one of his streams. I was shocked. I couldn't believe the what he had said, Jamie. And I said, I'm disappointed in you. And he lost his shit because I criticized him publicly. And he said, okay, I have something I need to play everybody that I recorded. And I messaged him. I said, were you recording us when we spoke this whole time? He goes, no, I recorded Jeff when I spoke with him. I was like, you got to be kidding me. And from that point on, this is early December, he used that if I wouldn't contact. So he'll say things to me like, why didn't you why did, you know, if she was over it, then why did she keep, you know, in touch with me, and why did she keep, you know, saying she loved me and stuff? Well, I'll tell you why. Because if I didn't respond to him, and if I didn't contact him back or pacify the situation, he would threaten to drop that call for 2 months. So that's what happened there. And all
Yeah,
through
that was
December, yeah.
fair to him. He didn't sign up for all this.
Yeah. So, I mean, in all honesty, you know, I didn't ever, and here's the thing is I could prove a lot of this, but the problem with that is that the people who don't see what's wrong with him right now won't care, and they won't believe me. There's nothing I could show that's going to give them any type of come to Jesus moment where they're going to be like, oh, okay. And the
Yeah, and that's
people who know better, who tried to warn me about him, they already know. And I don't want to exploit myself anymore. Like, I'm already saying I feel like too much, but you know, sometimes you just got to you just got to get it out. And, you know, so sorry, I'm rambling.
no, it's okay. I understand. I totally understand. Like he was holding that hostage. He was holding you hostage with that phone call.
That's a fact. And it was a you know, a blackmailing chip, or, you know,
Yeah.
he used that to silence me because he was afraid, and he'd stated this to me. I have all of these he'd stated to me he was afraid that if I were to tell everybody why I broke things off because of him talking to this other chick, that he would lose support. He felt that the people in his group liked me more than him. It was a massive insecurity with him at times. And he
Yeah.
thought that if I walked away, they would walk with me. And it was never my intent to have a battle or to take people or to make people
Yeah.
not like him. I don't, I don't care. That's, why would I want to do that? I never wanted it to go here. But his fragile ego takes things here because he's so insecure about the flimsy foundation he's built for himself that somebody who cared about him and who would never want to have to go where I've gone with him, um, they become a threat because I know the truth, right? I know he did, AJ. Yeah, he absolutely did. And, you know, my massive kerfuffle in all of this is the way I treated other people who were going through exactly what I am going through now with him. I didn't see it then. And boy, well,
I
let me
know.
tell you one. Yeah.
And to me, it looked like you ran right over there. But I mean, I
It,
understand why you
mm,
have, because like you want to talk to someone who's going through the same thing, or who has
mhm.
been through the same thing with the same person. It's not always hate bonding. It's
Well,
understanding.
let me contextualize it a little bit. I didn't necessarily run everywhere, but my people who I'd been hanging around, you know, because I still hung out with everybody, you know, in his group. They literally overnight shut me out. They all took I lost like 10 wrenches in one day, and I was blocked, and it was bizarre, and they
Oh,
all hated me, you know. So I don't care about wrenches, but you know what I
me
mean.
neither.
So it was like this. So when that happened, I went live about it. I had like Granny show up in my chat, and because he had been going live also, and they saw what was happening. And this wasn't
Yeah.
a hate bonding. Hate bonding is like what happened with him and CJ. CJ just went on
Oh,
over
yeah.
there. Yeah,
Totally.
ingratiated herself. There was no issue with anything that had been done by anybody in the past, and everybody was okay.
Let's not address anything. Let's just be friends.
Correct. There was no, you know, sincere apology. There was no explanation of why. There was no reckoning for any of the past. It was just immediate like that. You know, I'm getting to know people, and I'm having to deal with the consequences and the backlash from my actions in the past when I've defended him and my own personal things, you know. And so this hasn't been some, you know, process where everybody was just like, hey, come on over, Tiff. No, been pushback, and rightfully so. Normal people, when they get to know someone, especially if this person that hasn't necessarily been kind to them, they're going to be guarded. And everybody's been respectfully guarded, but slowly getting to know me a little bit. And yeah, they understand. And these are kind and compassionate people over here who don't have, to prove anything to some fearless leader they have controlling them. It's just normal shit. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? So yeah.
Wow. Yeah, I didn't want to make you have to explain that, but I just kind of wanted you to know where I stood, how I was feeling, because it was that video. I don't think we shouldn't have heard that.
Yeah.
But I did hear it, and when I heard it, I mean, I had to tell myself that. I mean, we've all had moments like that for sure.
Everybody could probably think back to one point in their life where they were so upset and shocked and in such a surreal point in that moment in life that what was going on was so violating and horrific and wrong, just
You
wrong, where
felt like
their mouth, they freaked out, they screamed, and they screamed words that they would never think they would use. um my vocabulary becomes very small when I'm in that space, and I'm not trying to make an excuse, but I also have to say that I would never use that as a derogatory term towards a person in public, or as
right.
a weapon against a person who is of that lifestyle. I am not a bigot. I am not a racist. I am not a hateful person. I like everybody if they're nice. Did you feel
You
like
feel
you're?
like that's what I'm looking at. Did you feel
Yeah,
like
did
what?
you and I got off of this?
Now we
Hold
have
on
to
one
know.
second. Hold on one sec.
Let me read some of this. Glad it happened. I'm a lot happier where I am. Yeah, I know. Broken justice. Things happen for a reason. Sometimes when one door closes, another one opens, and that wouldn't have happened if certain things didn't go down. So, yeah, me too. I'm glad all that shit happened with MKB, because I wouldn't have, if you would have asked me a couple months ago, I would have been like, no, Jamie's not controlling, because he's never been that way to me. But I'm hearing and seeing proof that, with him telling bitch for life, you better, the loyalty, demanding the loyalty is just phenomenal. I just wouldn't have the nerve. I wouldn't have the nerve. And you know what? When you act like that, you're losing so many people. Whereas if you were just not like that, you would have so many more viewers. More people would like you. Like you're biting off your nose to spite your face. Like you're fucking yourself, literally. They change
Well,
it.
and I think the difference is too is I'm sincerely sorry for the error I made in judgment in going at a lot of people. I was wrong, and I will die on that hill because I was truly wrong. There's no going back from that for me. I backed the wrong person in a horrible and obnoxious and rude way. So, that's the difference too. Hey, girlie, I didn't realize the time. I have to get going. I have to feed my kids and do all
Oh
that
no.
nighttime mom stuff.
Yeah. All right. Well, I hope you don't feel like I was attacking you, or
No,
I was just
no,
trying.
no. No, you know
Okay.
what? These are some things I've been wanting to say for a while now, and I'm glad I kind of said them. And I don't feel attacked. Look, I'm an open book. If people ask me things, I'll tell the truth about things, even if it's not very savory in my,
Yeah.
it just, it is what it is. Eh.
I love your personality, though. Like you.
Well, thank you.
But have a good night. For your kiddos.
Thank you, hun. You said you had proof. Will you please show the proof? No. I mean, what would you
Wait, who
like me to
said,
show proof of? What do you want me to show proof of?
who
YouTube Crime
said
Stoppers. because I can already tell you by your question that you don't care about what proof I actually have, that your intentions, you're just trying to needle me or put me, back me into a corner where something weird's going on here.
Yeah,
So,
but why would you do anything to any of you people out here? Like, fuck that.
right. Well,
That's
if
nervy.
people don't believe me and think I'm a big, oh, go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, that's just big balls right there. Fuck. That's nervy. You don't ask someone, who are you to her that she has to prove it? She doesn't have to prove anything. It was nice of her to answer my questions. And I just wanted you to know where I was coming from a little bit. And thing is if you listen to that shit all day, you're gonna start believing it. Period.
Of course.
So
Of course. Yep.
venture off people, go listen to other people. Don't fucking be loyal to one person. No, don't do it. All right, you
And
have a good.
and that's why he has to control the narrative, right? Because any type of deviation away from what he's saying, it becomes a risk for him, right? There's a risk level involved in that, and that's why he's on every panel and in every chat. And the minute anybody slightly even defends me, he jumps all over them. He's good at that.
Yeah.
If I wanted to show proof and debunk him, I would have done it by now. Quite frankly, I don't feel I need to be validated by people who I don't know online. It doesn't change my
Right.
personal life in any way. There's no productive thing except me
Exactly.
exploiting myself and giving them more shit to use against me somehow and twist it and blah, blah, blah. No.
See, you come at people with like anger. You come with funsies. You come with fun. I love it.
I'm just here to have funsies. Oh my God.
That's
Oh
hilarious.
boy. Yeah, I'm over it. I'm indifferent. I am truly indifferent. The people in the group hurt me. Those ladies all hurt me more than he does. The
Right.
ladies are the ones that hurt my feelings now. Hey
Yeah.
lady. All right,
Hey,
girly, I'm gonna
what?
hop down. Thank you
I
very
know that.
much.
All right. You have a good night. I'll see you
Oh,
around.
okay, bye-bye.
All right. Bye bye. Oh, wow. So, yeah, I think that you guys definitely need to never just be loyal to one out here. That's not a good idea. I've been through it. You listen to one person all the time and it's just natural. You're going to someone feeding anything in your ear all day, you're going to believe it. You're going to start siding with them. You're going to see it through their eyes. And you have to stop and listen to the other side. The other side, you do your own due diligence, you do your own research, just like you would a crime story. If you want to believe something someone says, look into it on your own. Oh, it's okay. No, Tiffany, you're good. I'm on my phone. But yeah, you guys just um mingle around, do your own stuff, be your own you. That's how we grow, that's how we learn. Don't succumb, don't to any of these nonsensical people. They're just wow. So, oh, absolutely, Tiffany. You're fun. You're funny. I like you. I think that me and you could get together one night and have a lot of fun up here. Um, because I like your personality. You're funny. I'm all about the giggles as well. You guys in chat are awesome, except for that one that felt that they needed some sort of explanation or proof from Tiffany. That's funny as fuck. But anyway, so if any of you, which I don't think, were having any feelings about, Tiffany, I tried to ask her things that maybe others wanted to know as well. I appreciate her. I think that was awesome. I think that Jamie got really hurt, that he was hardcore. He fell hard for her and he was hurt. And I think that all this is evilness. That I mean, it's like not evil. I think that he's hurt, and that's where all this anger and because if you're done, you're done. Like move on to the next thing. Go focus on Amber or whatever the fuck you're doing. Who's gonna sit beside a man that talks about the same woman every fucking day? Like, go find some self esteem. Some of these people on here, they don't know. They're just out here, just, I don't know. They don't know who they are. They're crazy. They're weird. They just want any sort of attention and they'll do anything for it. It's ridiculous, crazy. I've never met so many insecure women. Like, we need to, yeah, absolutely. I would always do that, Ladybug. Tiffany, Tiffany and Granny, like, I see it different now. They're strong women, and I see that certain people do not like strong women. And I like to consider myself one of those. So I can appreciate a strong woman. And some people do not like that. And yeah, there's women on here that don't like it. And there's a couple of men that don't like it. You would think that a man would appreciate a strong woman, right? She knows who she is. She's strong. She stands by her words. That's when you choose to stand by your man. Why would you want to force someone? Why would you want to force someone or tell someone what they have to do? If it's not coming from their heart and who they are, what's the fucking point? You don't want to be with someone who you have to control, tell them what to do. I'm so done with it. Um, yeah. Yeah. I mean, it'd be interesting. Yeah, he doesn't like strong women, clearly. And he knows what he's doing because he didn't pull any of that shit with me. I never followed around all day long to his little chatters. Did I go to his chat? Yeah, all the time. But I was there for him because I liked him. But I never was one of those to go hop along to let's go here and who's going live next. And I mean, that's okay to do, but they do it 24 fucking 7. Like, get a fucking life, people. Get a life. Go get some fresh air. Enjoy the world. Check out stuff about the universe. Stop living in fucking cyberspace. Breathe. Breathe. And that red tomato over there is probably going to explode on me. And I will be laughing, little Timmy. Little Timmy, all you do is make me laugh, girl. That's all you do. You're funny as fuck that I own you. I have your power and it's hysterical to me. But with that said, aw, you guys are so sweet. Tomato. Yeah. I'm proud to say I never liked Henry. Well, you know what? We have to live and learn, and that's that's how we learn. We have to go through it on our own. Maybe there's some people there right now that are hardcore loyal fans or whatever the fuck you want to call them. They'll come out, they'll trickle out. Um, and I think understanding's the key. Now, it showed me what kind of person he is. The kicker for me was when he apologized to MKB and then he went over to his crowd of folks and he succumbed to them. And then it made me think of, wait, how much does this guy think of himself? Because he's doing that. He's not staying true to who he was. And then, what was I going to say? Also with the Kim thing, all that, they did nasty stuff to him. And to welcome them back in, I don't care how many fucking apologies someone gave me for what they did to him. And CJ with the parents, and how do you want people to feel bad about stuff that's done to you when you turn around and then you sit with them? No respect to you, Jamie. None. Yeah, if someone does that kind of shit to you, it doesn't say much about you when you let them right back in. A whole fucking deep dive expose Kim and Crafton did on you. How do you sit with them and trust them? Ew, that's a yucky, disgusting feeling. Hi, KNS. I don't know. I'm just saying. There needs to be more strong women out here. Complains about what others do to him, but accepts them. Exactly. Like, do as I say, not as I do. And that's why you can't flip-flop with people. You have to do it. You have to do what you feels right, because if you flip-flop with someone, you're going to find them right back with that person. Where does that leave you? Looking like a dumbass for fucking being loyal to some idiot that just has no self-respect. They did all gross stuff to each other. It's weird how they congregate. Yeah, I know. You're not going to find me doing that. I mean, talking shit's one thing. Talking shit, criticizing, like commentating on their stuff or whatever, the little back and forth, but the real life and digging into somebody's every part of their life. How do you forgive that? How do you come back from that? Yeah, and it's hard. I mean, and that's why you have to take a break. Whatever your favorite creator is, whatever, take a break, go do your own stuff. And if, like, if you ask most of these people in a respectful way, say for instance you have a question for Tiffany or Granny or whatever, because you hear them saying this and then maybe you hear something else somewhere else, you want to ask them, do it in a respectful way. I'm sure they'd be glad to answer without fucking attacking. It's all about the delivery, not what you say, it's how you say it. So if you have questions, you want to hang with someone who's willing to answer the question, as long as you're respectful to them. And those are the people you want to be around, the ones that aren't going to get all butthurt because you asked them a question. It's the people that come in with these I don't know, like that jackass that was just here asking for Tiffany for proof. What the fuck? Where do people get off that they feel they're owed something? It's laughable to me. It's funny. Hi Jill. Oh yeah. Yeah, my wind chimes. It's beautiful out here right now. But I better go so I can save some energy to go on MKBs later. Or, yeah, to hang out with them. It's a little windy. But I appreciate all you, and, for me being out here, I just want to talk. I just want to hang out, meet good people, talk about the jackasses that shouldn't be around, and, oh, it's windy and cold there. Where do you live? Do I dare ask? I never know if you were referenced, but people, I think, I don't know. You guys don't believe what someone says. You know, it's easy, and I see a lot of people, a lot of creators. I don't like even calling them that, but I see them, you know, they're talking about something, and someone in the chat will add fuel to the fire. They'll add fuel, and then excuse me, the creator's already like a little pissed off or passionate, whatever it may be. And then you add that fuel to the fire, and then they believe it. So just saying, like, be careful. Try to look into stuff before you believe it. But I'm going to go, you guys. I appreciate everyone. I had to come talk on my own because nobody else was live. So nobody I wanted to listen to anyway. Oh, it's been windy. Actually 70. 80s, North Carolina. That's perfect. That's where my daddy is. I don't even know what it is here. But you guys stay true to yourself. Don't let anyone push you around, tell you what to do. Like who you want to like. Just keep it classy. You can still be sassy and keep it classy. All right. I'm going to go, you guys. And I enjoyed chatting. Oh my God, 39 degrees. What the fuck? It's probably like, I would say, here, let me look what the temperature is here. I think it's probably like 78. Enjoy your. Aw. Yeah, AJ, I don't know you. I'm glad you're here. And, you know, I've heard a lot of bad things about you, but I don't know you. So maybe I'll get to know you. It sucks because you can't start off just hearing something bad someone's saying. We all have our own experiences with different people, and just everybody's so judgmental. I've raised all 5 of my kids not to be that way. Do not judge. There's always a story behind. Good night, Hemi. If you don't want to be judged, don't judge. Too much judging. All right, you guys. I'm out, and everyone have a good evening, and I will see you around these crazy fucking YouTube streets. All right. Bye, you guys. Thank you for coming. Thank you so much. I appreciate all of you. All right. Bye-bye.